this race.
Well, a lot of people thought the AFC West was one of the toughest, if not the toughest division in all of football. And if you look, the Chiefs lost today after a bye week, lost to the New York Giants.
Why are the Broncos doing this to us?
By New England down in Mexico, and of course, Denver, who had very high expectations after starting the season 3-1, have now.
Denver loses the game 20-17 to the Bengals at home.
Gave a big hug to Domata Peko, who played 11 years for the Cincinnati Bengals, faced him today.
Really, man, I can't believe we lost this game. I can't believe we lost this game. You know, to get a blocked punt, get no points out of it. Our first drive down there, Brock throws a pick, 100 yards down at the 1-yard line, interception. Emmanuel Sanders is wide open on the play. And then he throws a great pass, the one Demarius catches here in the end of the end zone. And, you know, hey, Demarius showed up in the second half. He didn't even have 1 yard in the first half because he dropped a pass that hit him right in the hands, right in the chest, uncontested on the first drive. This is what I'm talking about with Demarius. Listen, I'm not blaming the Broncos' crappy 3-7 record on Demarius Thomas. He's not the reason we're losing. Our whole team's the reason why we're losing. All I'm saying is that, you got the captain's badge on your chest, Demarius. You slept in your own bed last night. You came here to the stadium in front of your own home crowd, and on the very first pass, it about burns a hole right through your jersey. And then it was just, get him next time. I'm tired of seeing that, man. Bradley Roby getting ridden like a cheap huffy all day long. All day long. And why in the world is Bradley Roby covering A.J. Green when we have Talib and Harris? This is a bad year for the Broncos. I can't even remember the last time we were 3-7. It's been a long time. That team right there hasn't beaten us since like 1974 in 10 straight trips. The Bengals have been our kick toy, and the script just got flipped today. And congratulations, Bengals fans, Bengals organization. You're in the same situation we were in this game, and somebody had to win and somebody had to lose, and the loser's season it's a wrap. And if you won that game, you're still in it for a wild card, really, in the AFC, especially with the Chiefs losing today. Come on, Chiefs. You should be embarrassed to be the leader of this division at whatever your record is, 6-4. This whole division's sorry. The Raiders are sorry. The Broncos are sorry. The Chiefs are overrated, going to be one and done in the playoffs. Y'all can't stop the run. You need Santos to win a game like that. You didn't have Santos, you can't win a game like that. And you laughed at us for losing to the Giants. Look what happened. You lost to the Giants. Oh. I don't know what to say anymore about these Broncos. We're getting so many pre-snap penalties. Penalties are one thing. If you got to hold a guy or you got an aggressive illegal block in the back, pre-snap penalties is just not being a pro. That's just not showing up and doing your job and being a pro at your job. You guys are getting paid crazy amounts of money. Just be a pro at your job. I thought Brock played good and bad in this game. We definitely seen, he looked comfortable in the pocket. He made some nice throws. He missed some big throws. Missed that big touchdown pass to Emmanuel Sanders. Almost underthrew the ball that DT went up and made a great play on. I'm going to give DT credit. Made a great play on that ball in the end zone. I'm just saying, after 10 games, he's not doing enough for a top 5 wide receiver. He's just not. He's not involved in the game enough. I thought Booker came to play today. Booker ran the ball hard. And I don't know why we're not giving Jamal Charles more touches of the ball. At least split him out in the slot or go 3 wide stacked and throw him a little slip screen pass. He's fast. He's shifty. And we're not getting our fast guys, our playmakers, the football enough. I don't know what's going on with this team. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's our players' attitude. I don't know if we're just not good enough. But I know we're better than 3-7. I mean, we are. We're a better football team than 3-7 with the players we have. Now, we're not a good team. But I did expect us to be, 5-5, 6-4, 4-6 right here at this part of the season. And it don't look like that's going to happen. I mean, Vance Joseph cuts a tight end that we traded a draft pick to New England for a couple of days yesterday here before the game, then activates the practice squad tight end. Meanwhile, while we have another veteran tight end on the sidelines, I mean, what the heck is going on at tight end for the Denver Broncos that we can't get right? Because I saw Derby catch a one-handed pass down the sidelines, gets Oakland here. And I ain't seen any of our other tight ends do that. We got holding penalties. I mean, you can tell we're hindered now with Jordan Taylor returning kicks. I mean, at least he's catching the ball. Sanders caught the ball. I mean, at least they catch the ball. Isaiah McKenzie, his choking butterfinger frying pans can't catch nothing. It's just frustrating times. It's frustrating times to be a Broncos fan, but, hey, there's been a lot of good times here too, obviously. So, I take these bad times. I'm not going to ever turn on this team. I'll always root for this team. I mean, at least today, we saw some fight. We saw some competitive. We saw some competing. We didn't see that against the Eagles. We didn't see that really against the Chiefs. We didn't see that against the Chargers. We didn't see some of this competing. We saw it against the Cowboys. We saw it today. We just lost the football game today. And everybody wants to say, where's Von Miller? You know what Von Miller's problem is? We can't get anybody in 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. How are you going to get pressure on a quarterback 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3? We need 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, 12 before we're going to get any strip sacks, before we're going to get any sacks, hurries, pressures from Von Miller. I mean, just shame we lose a game like this today because our defense played well enough outside of 2 plays to win. And we drove the ball down on the first drive and throw an interception that turns into 6 we could have at least gotten 3 out of, which would have been a tie game here. I mean, it's a difference in the game. We'd have won the game. Just the way our season's gone. Just mistake after mistake after mistake. Undisciplined football. Undisciplined football. Benching guys. Draft picks can't even get on the field. I mean, I think it's obvious. I mean, we need a quarterback here in Denver. So, I mean, it's time to start Paxton Lynch. And not that Brock played bad today. Brock played well enough today to win. Yes, he threw a bad pass in the end zone, and Sanders was wide open for a touchdown on that play. He threw it to the wrong guy. And yes, you can't turn the ball over in the red zone right there. You got to at least protect it and get 3. But we didn't. But Brock played good enough for us to win the game today. But you can tell that Brock's not a team, I don't think, a player that can win a championship here. He's just not. And I don't like how clumsy he is in the pocket and how slow he is to get outside of the pocket. I don't know what it is about these, 7'9" quarterbacks that we're drafting here in Denver, but I like maybe a little dude a little bit shiftier and a little bit shorter. But I don't know. I don't know what to think. We're going to be a ways away before we can rebuild to even get a quarterback that's going to really be able to help us here in Denver. Disappointing times. Disappointing times. Well, congratulations, Bengals fans. It's a good win. It's not easy to come here and win. I mean, I think you've seen your guys huffing and puffing on the sidelines and cramping up. I mean, this altitude's a real thing. And it obviously hadn't affected you, didn't affect the Giants, didn't affect a lot of teams that have come in here. But it's something that you got to play through. Just disgusted with the Broncos. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch us make mistakes. It's hard to watch us not make changes. It's really hard to watch our head coach on the sideline just going, "Come on, guys!" I mean, at some point, our head coach is going to have to crack the whip and fire some people. Like Brock Olivo. That's what should have happened. Isaiah McKenzie should have put on his street clothes, and Brock Olivo should have put on his jumpsuit and got a bus ticket out of town. I don't know what we do. It's a shame the AFC West is as bad as it is. There's none of these teams in this West that I've watched. None of it's good football. None of it. Hopefully somebody can get back in there. Chargers maybe can get back in there and challenge the Chiefs right there to the end of the season. I mean, I'd even root for that. Sorry-ass Kansas City Chiefs. You guys are a fraud, a fugazi. I loved watching you lose today. I mean, look, I know we got a bad team here. The problem is you guys think you got a good team, and you don't. You don't have a good team because you can't stop nobody from running the football. I mean, I don't even know what really the Broncos are going to have really to play for the rest of the year. Next week, we got the Raiders. Raiders are out of it. So that's a toilet bowl between the Broncos and Raiders and the black hole next week. And then our very last divisional game is against the Chiefs at the end of the year. I mean, maybe that's an upset spoiler. I mean, they're definitely not going to get a first-round bye. But I don't know, somehow maybe we beat the Chiefs and the Chargers win the division. But, I mean, really, with the games we got going forward, I mean, what do we really have to play for? We're just showing up and going through the motions. We're just playing. And that's the worst time to be a fan, when you ain't got nothing to play for. I know one thing. We got something to play for next week, and that's to see who doesn't have to go to the basement. Because it's either going to be us or the Raiders is going to be in the basement all by our lonesome next week. Man. I don't know what else to say. Congratulations, Bengals. This is the OG Bronc Nuts, 719. West, 6 losses in a row. I can't remember at any time being a Bronco fan we had 6 losses in a row. I don't remember it. I'm sure it's happened. I hate Sundays.